Ladies and gentlemen, if I told you that 5 minutes a day could change your entire financial destiny, would you believe me? Would you laugh it off as wishful thinking, or would you lean in, hungry for the truth? Because I assure you, the secret I'm about to share is not fantasy, it is fact. Somewhere, right now, there's a man sitting behind a desk, a woman commuting to a job she despises, a young dreamer afraid to act, all wondering why success evades them. And yet, there are others, no smarter, no better, no luckier, who have found the key to wealth, peace of mind, and freedom. Most people believe that massive success requires massive action, long hours, complicated strategies, or sudden strokes of luck. But what if the path to greatness began not with complexity, but with something simple? Something that takes only 5 minutes a day? The truth is, life-altering change often begins with the smallest consistent steps. The habit discussed in this speech, a mere 5-minute daily routine, has quietly opened the doors to wealth and abundance for countless individuals. Not because of the time it takes, but because of the focus it brings. These 5 minutes act as a daily checkpoint between who you are and who you want to become. While others rush into their day driven by chaos, distractions, and obligations, you take a moment to center yourself on your vision. It's not about the quantity of time, it's about the quality of intention. When practiced consistently, this small act sharpens your clarity, fuels your motivation, and aligns your decisions with your ultimate purpose. It becomes the anchor that keeps you from drifting in a sea of noise and distraction. Success doesn't require giant leaps every day. It requires small, repeated actions that compound over time. This habit is deceptively simple. Many overlook it because it feels too easy, but therein lies its power. The mind responds to repetition, especially when paired with emotion and belief. By setting aside just 5 minutes each day to focus, affirm, and visualize your goals, you are rewiring your mental state for success. The difference between those who wish and those who achieve often comes down to what they do consistently. And when that consistency is rooted in clarity, belief, and focus, even if only for 5 minutes a day, it can change the entire trajectory of your life. The 5-minute habit that has helped create Millionaires is centered around the deliberate use of visualization and affirmation. This means taking a few quiet moments each day to vividly imagine the life you are working toward and to declare your goals as if they are already real. It might seem like a small act, even trivial to some, but for those who practice it with discipline and belief, it becomes a powerful tool of transformation. Each day you mentally step into your desired future. You don't just think about it, you feel it. You picture the home, the business, the freedom, the lifestyle. You hear the conversations you would have, feel the confidence you'd walk with, and embody the success as though it already exists. At the same time, you speak affirmations that declare your intention. I am building $1 million business. I attract the right people and opportunities. I am financially free. These aren't wishes, these are commands to your subconscious mind. What happens next is subtle but profound. Your brain begins to search for ways to turn those images and words into reality. You start noticing opportunities you previously ignored. You make decisions with more confidence. You take actions that align with your vision because you've already rehearsed success in your mind. The gap between who you are and who you want to be begins to shrink. This 5-minute ritual reprograms your internal world so that your external world begins to shift. Many millionaires didn't start with wealth, they started with belief. And belief, when strengthened by repetition and emotion, becomes unstoppable. Through daily visualization and affirmation, you begin to embody the mindset, habits, and energy of the person you are becoming. And when you do that, success is no longer a matter of if, it's only a matter of when. The foundation of all lasting success begins with clarity of purpose. Without a clear goal, most people drift through life, pulled in every direction by circumstance, opinion, and fear. But those who rise to the top, the millionaires, the innovators, the game changers, start with a single powerful decision to define exactly what they want. This is what Napoleon Hill called a definite chief aim. It is not a vague hope or a general desire. It is a precise, unwavering target that becomes the guiding force behind every thought, action, and decision. When you know exactly what you're aiming for, your mind starts to organize itself around that purpose. You become more intentional with your time. You begin to say no to distractions and yes to opportunities that align with your goal. Clarity acts like a magnet. It pulls the right people, resources, and ideas into your life because you've finally decided what you're working toward. Without it, even hard work is scattered and ineffective. With it, even small actions gain immense power. People who achieve massive success don't wait for life to give them direction. They decide what they want and give life direction themselves. They write it down, they speak it, they visualize it, and most importantly, they commit to it. This clarity brings energy, motivation, and confidence because it removes doubt and confusion. You're no longer wondering what to do. You know what must be done. The reason so many never reach their potential is because they never take the time to define it. But once you do, everything changes. Your choices become sharper, your vision becomes brighter, and your chances of success multiply. Clarity of purpose is not just the starting point of success, it is the engine that keeps it alive day after day until the goal is achieved. Your subconscious mind is the silent force shaping the direction of your life, whether you realize it or not. It governs your beliefs, your habits, your decisions, and even your perception of what's possible. Left unchecked, it can keep you stuck in patterns of fear, self-doubt, and limitation. But when trained intentionally, it becomes your greatest ally, working around the clock to bring your desires into reality. The 5-minute habit of visualization and affirmation is not just a feel-good exercise, it's a method of mental conditioning. Each time you vividly picture your goal and declare it with conviction, you are sending direct instructions to your subconscious mind. These repeated instructions begin to rewire your internal programming. Over time, your beliefs about who you are and what you can achieve begin to shift. You move from wishing for success to expecting it, from hoping for opportunity to creating it. The subconscious mind doesn't respond to logic. It responds to repetition, emotion, and imagery. That's why this daily practice is so powerful. The more you feed it with clear, emotionally charged images of your goal, the more it goes to work behind the scenes, spotting connections, drawing in resources, and nudging you toward inspired act. It helps you recognize chances others miss because you've trained your mind to look for them. Most people try to change their life by forcing action without first changing the beliefs that drive that action. But true transformation happens from the inside out. When your subconscious is aligned with your vision, you no longer have to push through resistance. Your actions flow naturally from your identity. By taking 5 minutes each day to intentionally train your mind, you stop being a victim of old programming and become the architect of a new reality. That's how millionaires are made, from the mind outward. Success does not respond to luck, chance, or passive desire. It responds to a burning want backed by unwavering belief and followed by deliberate, consistent action. This is a truth that every self-made millionaire comes to understand. Merely wishing for wealth or a better life isn't enough. The universe does not move for those who sit still. It moves for those who make a clear decision, believe in it without hesitation, and act as if the outcome is inevitable. Desire is the spark. It's the emotional fuel that lights up the vision of what you want. But without belief, that desire flickers and dies out. Belief is what keeps the fire going, even when obstacles appear. It's what makes you push forward when others quit. And belief is not just a feeling, it's something you build and reinforce daily through repetition, visualization, and affirmation. The more you affirm your vision, the stronger your belief grows, and once belief is in place, action becomes instinctive. However, action is where everything becomes real. This is where most people fall short. They desire success, they may even start believing it's possible, but they fail to take the small, consistent steps needed to bring that vision to life. The ones who win, the ones who build empires and fortunes, are those who act boldly, even before they see results. They trust the process. They trust themselves. Success in every form is a response. It responds to the one who is clear about what they want, who believes in their ability to achieve it, and who moves toward it every single day. This trio, desire, belief, and action, works like a magnet. When aligned, they pull success closer with each passing day, and when practiced consistently, they turn ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Consistency is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. The 5-minute habit may sound simple, but its power lies in the commitment to do it every single day, no matter how you feel, no matter how busy life becomes. This is where most people fall short. They try something for a few days, maybe even a week, and then stop when they don't see immediate results. But success doesn't come to those who dabble. It comes to those who are disciplined. When you commit to reading, visualizing, and affirming your goal daily, you are making a statement, not just to yourself, but to the world. You're declaring that your dream is not a passing thought. It's a non-negotiable priority. And each time you show up for it, even for 5 minutes, you reinforce that commitment. Over time, this consistency builds momentum. It trains your mind to focus. It keeps your emotions aligned with your purpose. It creates a rhythm of success that carries you through the highs and lows of the journey. There will be days when you don't feel motivated, days when doubt creeps in, days when the vision feels far away. Those are the most important days to keep going, because every time you choose consistency over comfort, you grow stronger. You prove to yourself that you can be trusted with your own dream, and that changes everything. This habit is not about perfection, it's about persistence. Millionaires don't succeed because they never fall off track. They succeed because they always come back to their vision, no matter what. That kind of daily discipline compounds. It shapes your mindset, influences your decisions, and eventually it shapes your reality. If you stay consistent, success becomes inevitable. Not because of the 5 minutes, but because of who you become by showing up for them.